All right, guys, have at it.
This is for Bill or Max. Did this seem like a similar game to you, Coach? They build a 10-point lead and you kind of overcome it and just execute down the stretch?
We have a tradition of doing that in Kansas. Great finishers. Good game tonight.
Yeah, it was a lot like the last game. I think we got down 9 or 8 the last game, and we got down. What did we get down 10 tonight? And our starters really played well. If you were going to look at the point differential with the starters compared to our subs, I bet our starters were plus 25 or 30, and our reserves didn't play as well tonight until Hunter kind of sparked us, and Carlton did some good things there late. But I thought it was a pretty good game. Wayne played great. Perry was good, really good. Frank was really good again, and Nick was solid. We need those 4 to play, and we need everybody else to be solid, and we'll have a chance maybe to win a few games over there.
Coach, at halftime, Canada's bench had outscored yours 27-6. Going forward with these back-to-back games coming up, is your depth a concern?
Yeah, without question. Julian can give us some good minutes, and LeGerald, he's not ready yet. And you get past, if you take Perry out of our front court, we don't have a lot of scoring. That could certainly be a concern. But the reality is we're not taking 5 of our players off our team. I want to go play well over there and certainly win and all those things, but the biggest thing about doing this is to help prepare guys for next year too.
Bill, jumping off from that, you guys are going to play, I think, 5 games in 6 days and then 8 and 10 or something.
Yeah, it's something ridiculous.
Yeah. How do you think you're going to get through that? I mean, you got 4 guys you can count on.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We're going to have to. I thought, when if we had Devontae, we got enough depth on the backcourt. All those guys can play about 25 minutes, and it'd be a fun team. You can play fast, but without Devontae now, you got to have a couple of ball handlers in the game, and certainly got to have Frank or Nick in the game all the time. So, it's going to be hard. If every game is tough like these last 2, then it'll be real hard. Hopefully, there'll be some games where we don't have to play Frank. Or Nick or Wayne more than 20 minutes, but I don't know if that'll be the case.
Does Wayne look like he's playing with maybe more confidence or freer mind?
I think so. It helps Wayne. We dissected last year's season a lot, but Wayne was our second handler last year, and the year before he's our second handler, and now the way we're playing, he's our third handler. So he didn't have to be on the ball. He didn't have to do some things. Even little things like, depending on how you play. But if he's in with Wiggins or if he's in with Oubre, he doesn't go to the offensive glass 9 out of 10 times. He's got to get back for balance. You're in with Nick and Frank. Now that adds something to his game because now he can become an offensive rebounder. Just things like that I think will help him certainly moving forward. He's played pretty good. He's played more explosively than I think he has the last 2 years. Looks more explosive to me.
Where does that come from? Just the knees getting back?
Coaching.
Coaching. Max's or yours?
I think that a majority of it comes from fresh body. He can get run down pretty good during his season, and he's got a fresh body right now.
Bill, can you just explain how this came about with Max, how he ended up on the bench? How did that all work out?
When the Caviars were on the bench the other night, and I gotta say, I thought they added a lot more to our strategy than Max did. But when the Caviars were on the bench the other night after the game, they said what a great time they had. They said it was awesome, and so I started thinking. I said, well, who else could we have? And then of course, Max came to mind. I said, Max has never said. I don't think you've ever sat on the bench, have you?
Well, it's hard to do that when you're broadcasting.
Well, you've been retired for 8 years too, but the whole thing he never has. So I just thought it'd be cool to have Max on the bench.
It was fun. It's amazing how intense this guy is in the timeouts.
Oh, I wasn't intense.
Incredible. Well, maybe not to you.
Yeah, you're right.
Bill, comparing the 2 games, What were some positives and negatives of both these games?
I'd say positives were, we're not running anything. So guys are having to figure out how to play and getting in the gaps or in the zone, sliding into spots, stuff like that. I think they're kind of doing a good job of just playing. And then defensively, we were actually better tonight than we were the other night. So that was probably a positive. Negatives would be, concern would be, do we drop off too much when we go to our bench? Because we got to get some young guys to step up and probably be more productive, as like our starters, as evidenced by the scoring discrepancy tonight. But I'll be honest, I didn't see a lot of negatives. There wasn't a ton of positives to take from it, but I saw guys out there playing, having fun and competing, and I thought they can get some confidence from doing that.
What sparked Hunter during his stretch in the fourth quarter?
What sparked Hunter?
Yeah, Hunter.
I don't know. He played to his, Hunter's a really good athlete. He can run and jump, and he played to his athletic ability. He looked more bouncy. I think sometimes kids, when they want to do well so bad, they think, and when they think, they get paralyzed, and that happens a lot with a lot of players. And I thought tonight, for the first time in a while, I thought he played to his athletic ability. He made a couple of great blocks, and he scored with his left, which we've been trying to get him to do a lot, and then of course, showed a lot of balance too. So I he was just playing with energy. Usually, and this is just an exhibition, but usually in a game, and I talked to it with our guys, with our old guys that were all there after the game, we've had some pretty poor performances in Allen Fieldhouse. But for 3 minutes, we go on a 14-2 run in the game, sealed right there. I mean, some pretty average performances, and then have spurts. And what key spurts is energy. And so, anybody, Maury sometimes can do that, but Hunter could be an energy guy. Some guys aren't capable of being that, but Hunter can. And certainly that's what keys spurts. And I think maybe guys learned something tonight that you can actually be average and turn out looking pretty good just because you have that 2 or 3 minute stretch.
What about the
Any
fourth
idea how
quarter
you match
spurt?
up?
I mean, you addressed it, but the fourth quarter spurt, are you?
I think it was. I think energy. I think although our guys played more minutes than maybe their starters did, I thought we looked fresher out there.
Bill, any idea how you match? You know how you match up with one team, but any idea?
I have no
about-
idea. We have no idea on rosters, none of that stuff. And even if you did have an idea on their rosters, how would you know what number 13, his strengths and weaknesses are, and things like that? Because we're not going to be able to pronounce many names. So, the hardest game to be prepared for will obviously be the first one, Turkey, because we won't have any book on them. We would have never seen them till we get there. We may ask other coaches, hey, what do they do or who their shooters are, but for the most part, that'll be the hardest game. After that, everybody we play we would have seen play because the coaches would have scouted them. So, I mean, we'll have a decent book on teams, but not the first game.
When you go on the road in the season or the NCAA tournament, those are business trips. Is this 100% a business trip?
No. This is fun. So I'm approaching this. It's too long a trip. 17 days is a long time to be serious, and so we'll do different things all the time. And the guys are gonna, hey, be on time and represent yourself and us right, and let's go have some fun. So I'm not too concerned about. We didn't handle this anything like we would a regular season game, just coming over here and playing. We just came over here like it was a practice.
Will any of the injured guys go on the trip?
What's that?
Any of the injured guys go?
No, I guess technically they could, but then the Svi and Brandon would miss class. Now Devontae's going because he's in the class to go over there, and but those are the only. Svi couldn't go anyway because he's not a U.S. citizen, but Devontae's going to go and Brandon's not. He's got to stay back for rehab class.
Anything else? Thanks, coaches.
Okay, guys.
Thank you.